How did Sauron manipulate men's ambitions with the 9 rings? Imagine being promised eternal life and unmatched power, only to realize it's a trap. That's exactly what Sauron did with the 9 rings for men. He crafted these rings as magical artifacts that seemed to offer great rewards. Men, being naturally ambitious and eager for wealth and fame, were the perfect targets. Sauron gave them the rings, which appeared to grant extraordinary abilities and a longer lifespan. These gifts made the men feel invincible and proud, fueling their desire for more power. But there was a hidden cost. The rings slowly corrupted their minds and spirits over time. Instead of true freedom, the men became addicted to the rings' power. They grew dependent on them, losing control of their own will. As their obsession deepened, the rings transformed them into shadowy beings called the Nazgûl or Ringwraiths. These beings had no free will and existed in a state between the physical world and the unseen. Sauron kept the 9 rings under his control by holding them himself. This allowed him to dominate the spirits of the men who wore them. The rings acted as channels for his dark power, binding the men's souls to him. Once enslaved, the men became his most loyal servants, completely under his command. Sauron's trick was to make the rings seem like a gift, a way to achieve greatness. But in reality, he used them as tools to enslave and control. The rings gave the illusion of power and immortality, but they turned the men into shadows, forever bound to serve the Dark Lord. This shows how desire for power can be dangerous, especially when it's manipulated by dark forces. The 9 rings for men were part of Sauron's plan to expand his influence across Middle-earth. By turning mighty kings and warriors into his servants, he increased his reach and strength. The rings were both tempting and deadly, a perfect example of how dark ambition can lead to ruin.